ever try stand-up? Because I do feel like that is something you're uniquely qualified to do.
Oh, my God.
And you must have had somebody bring that up a time or two.
Well, my manager, Rashawn McDonald, brings that up religiously. He says I'm a lot funnier than I realize, and he thinks that I can do stand-up comedy because I love comedians. I love people who have an art for knowing how to make people laugh. I'm a huge Cat Williams fan. I grew up being a huge Eddie Murphy fan. Of course, I knew about Richard Pryor. And Martin Lawrence can't find a bigger fan than me with his show Martin from years ago, from the 90s. Guys like that. And then today you got the Jay Farrells of the world who can imitate practically anybody. And you see Kenan Thompson on Saturday Night Live, along with Chris Redd, who just departed from Saturday Night Live and stuff like that. The list just goes. Monique, I was a fan of, various others. Comedians do it for me. I was a big, I love everybody loves Raymond. I loved King of Queens. I just love those. I love comedy, and I would tell you, even though I don't think I have a snowball's chance of pulling it off, the one time I was willing to try it was a little over a year ago. It was August 23rd, 2021, and they asked me to host Jimmy Kimmel Live. Bob Iger, then CEO, who had departed and had emeritus status before he was walking away completely, convinced then CEO Bob Chapek and his number two Peter Rice and these guys to let me host Jimmy Kimmel one night. And I said, okay, I always wanted to do it. It was on my bucket list to host late night. And my dumb ass didn't realize that, wait a minute, there's about a 15, 18-minute monologue that I've got to do. And I got to be funny.
And you got to read cue cards.
I was scared. I'm telling you right now, I've been in TV for over 20 years. I have never been scared in my life. In my life. And I'm one of those guys that, people get nervous, they're sweating. People get nervous and, they got to get a drink or whatever. Me, I have to go to the toilet. Okay? And sometimes it's just once. This show, in the last hour, I went to the toilet 5 times. I was so scared that I thought that I was going to shit in myself when I went out on stage. Okay? When I went out on stage. I mean, I was that petrified. But the one thing that I had to, and this was the funny part about it. Originally, as scared as I was, I got there. When I got there, I simmered down a bit because, at ESPN, I got a producer here, producer there, maybe one writer, whatever. I walked into Jimmy Kimmel's room. They had 12 writers, man. They had 12 writers, about eight producers, everything. I was like this. Oh, I'm good. I'm straight. I got a crew. I didn't know it was like this. This is beautiful. And then we went through, and I'm sitting there. No, I don't want to do that one. Let me do this joke. Let me do that joke. And I'm literally picking out. They ain't picking out. I'm picking out the joke. Yeah, I'll do this. Let me try. I could do something with this. I could do something with that. And then like 45 minutes before it was showtime, all of those people, the segment producers, the writers and everything, they were just sitting around looking like there was a death in the family. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I figured it out. They were like, we helped you out. You got the writers here, you got the producers here. You on your own now. They didn't say it. But that was the look. You on your own. This is you, and it was that look, and everybody just sat down, and it was like a damn funeral. I'm looking at them, I'm like this. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And then I just walked, and it wasn't until they opened the curtains and they said, Stephen A. Smith. I don't know what happened to me, but the lights came on, and I was just ready.
Yeah.
And I didn't trip over any script. I didn't hesitate. I didn't stumble. I didn't do anything. And that was the only night that I did it. And the only person that had beat me in the ratings was Stephen Colbert.
Wow.
I had the second largest ratings that night at like 1.7 million.